Another week has passed, so it's time to see some of the best suggestions of the week. The first suggestion is by Shockwave13, bundle-like bowls/stews. Inspired by this comment, here's an idea for a way to make lower value food items more usable. Bowls could work like bundles that only allow certain edible items. They would have a similar UI, allowing you to put in and take out items. Their textures could update dynamically depending on the items inside. The bowl has a buffer of food points, equal to the amount you would get from eating one of each unique item type in the bowl. Once you start eating, one of each item is consumed to fill the buffer. While eating, food points are quickly transferred from buffer to your hunger bar one by one. I'm not sure exactly how the math for the saturation value would work. It would have to be balanced so that it improves lower saturation foods without making it worse than eating the higher value foods alone. This would also be a way to reorg mushroom stew and the other types to not be unstackable. One bowl could effectively hold 32 mushroom stews. Existing stew items could change to bowls containing the items from their recipe. Suspicious stew would probably have to stay as separate items. Probably shouldn't allow items with effects in bowls either. And now let's see what the comments have to say. Regular Pipe 3259 wrote, I like the idea, but I prefer maybe a basket, but the basket would have more use than just a bundle for food. When empty, it could carry small/baby animals like a bucket and fish. The OP responded, yeah, I've had a similar idea for baskets. Like bundles, but you can place them as a block. The top items are displayed and can be taken out. The next suggestion is by Kanium8. With the addition of the copper torch and lanterns, why couldn't we get green copper fire? So we all know if you light the fire regularly, it makes regular fire, and if you light the fire on either soul sand or soul soil, it turns blue with soul fire. So, what if when you light the fire on a rock copper block, you get green copper fire? I thought only having raw copper create green fire would be best since people might want to use fire in copper builds and they don't want their fire green. What do you think? Sword Kirby 9999 wrote, it would have been a good time to add some sort of copper brazier or something to the trial chamber as a cool decoration, and fire trap, but that would have required kinda redoing some of the rooms to make them fit. If you could craft something like that though, I'd use a copper grate and netherrack or soul sand/soil or a fire charge or something. And I'd also make crying obsidian everlastingly burnable with purple flames. Yobi responded, I've seen this idea as well, but instead using endstone instead of crying obsidian. But cool if we had more fire colors. And the last suggestion is smelting stone tools to produce flint by JD Cody 2. Pretty self-explanatory. A way to convert tools many in the community consider outright trash into a material with at least some use. Sword Kirby wrote, stick plus rock equals flint, a TNT 3 farm, a TNT cobblestone farm, some crafters, and a super smelter array. What an odd way to automate flint. GalaxT/X wrote, bamboo farm for stick actually. Sword Kirby responded, alright, 2 bamboo makes a stick. And there you have it. These are some of the best suggestions of the week. If you are interested in other suggestions, please check out this video.